Good morning. Allow me to remove my mask. Our most honorable Congressman Edgar Chato, our beloved Governor Arthur Yap, my bosses from DOH, my immediate boss, Director Bernadas, the boss of the boss, Director Gorgolon from HPPEP, and the team of DOH, the mayors, the neighbor, and the resident mayor where this special facility will arise, Mayor Lim, the father of Cortes, Mayor Poresa, the mother neighbor of Balilihan. Of course, we have mayor of our original and still existing Mother Gallares, Mayor Baba, and we have Mayor Miriam Sumailo representing the rest of the mayors here in Bohol. Beloved guests, friends, my esteemed partners and members and brothers and sisters and children of Gallares, and above all, and really, the reason why I am here, my parents, the former governor of Bohol, Governor David Villarmino Tirol, and my mother, Dr. Amalia Tirol, and my family, my Gallares family, the contractors, the project management team, the people behind the establishment of this affair, the people who cleaned, the people who swept, the people who are now preparing the food, everybody contributing to this first big step and jump into the future of healthcare. Good morning to all of you. The tone is set as to the direction of where we want to go, most especially me, tasked by the Lord to lead and stand firm for the people who are sick and who needs health care, represented by Gallares and my team, and that tone is that we have no other direction but to move forward. This morning, we're going to start the official groundbreaking of this medical center, which is not only my imagination, but actually the fruit of the imagination of the people before me. And in fact, we're quite lucky that the former father of the province, Governor Edgar Chato, before and then now our congressman, is still here to taste the essence of the initial fruition of this wonderful project, whom and which will now become, if I will just say it in vernacular, kadaugan sa mga bulanon. This groundbreaking is just the first official step of the many, many steps before we can even open the doors of this wonderful building. There will still be a lot that needs to be done. Right now, there's already a lot of challenges. But I was reminded, and I was inspired, and I was motivated by the wisdom from the book which exists and is there. And I was reminded by Pastor Awing that this book is different from the other books because the usual book will inform, but the Bible will transform. And so if I may refer to my favorite Bible passage coming from Romans chapter 8, verse 2, which says, "Be ye therefore not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." It will always be the renewing of the mind that comes from Him who should live within us, that can steer us towards the reaching of that direction that we avow to reach and stand for. Because in this life, we are all just passing. Tomorrow will be another day. Yesterday is the day before today, and tomorrow is the day after today. But today is the day that we are here, and in every day there should be steps leading towards that direction. And what will be our direction? As far as the data that we were able to gather in Gallares, as far as 1994, we recorded that Gallares Hospital, who is already 92 years old, was able to admit close to 1 million patients already. Gallares Hospital was already able to attend to outpatient clients close to 2 million patients already. As the patients and the clienteles grew to appreciate the health need that they have, as the population grew, as the health demands expanded, we cannot afford to just sit and gaze at this need. We have to rise up and respond to this need. Thus, when the pandemic struck us, this hospital evolved. This hospital will not only be a hospital that will be usual hospital with the rooms and the places and the sections of a hospital that we know of. This hospital is already envisioned to be ready for disasters and pandemics because we do not want to go back into our experience, and our experience in 2020 was really so sad. We were not ready with this COVID. Right now, we still have this COVID. This hospital, the ER itself will automatically segregate and isolate and ensure that the patients that will go in will be confident that they will be safe from further contamination and the spread of a contagion or any kind of vaccine. Floor by floor, layer by layer, there is now the input of the data that we have collected as to the need of healthcare. That we vow to deliver, and we vow and commit to work hard to provide together. The top 10 reasons of admission and discharge has not actually changed in the past 10, 20 years. There is still that infectious disease. And so we have designed the performance governance system roadmap for the next 3 to 5 years, and then thereon and thereafter in Gallares, that will be connecting with Gallares Tagbilaran and Gallares Cortes with God's help. The three main directions and key response areas that we have identified to level up are the cases with cancer. In this pandemic, we have really seen how these patients have suffered all the more because they can only avail of treatment in Cebu. There will be a cancer center in this edifice. Tropical medicine, infectious disease. That is another roadmap that we are going. In Building B, this is Building A, there will be a level 5 laboratory and pathology. We will already go into the direction of diagnosing infection such that we will do away with the usual complete blood count and urinalysis and what have you. And with the advent of the polymerase chain reaction that we have now harnessed and utilized in COVID-19, which is we call the RT-PCR. The RT-PCR will not only be able to diagnose the COVID-19, but we are already envisioning and we know that we will harness some more. We will step up and level up that the diagnosis of infectious cases will be like that. And so the treatment of the patients will somehow be faster. The patients will not stay long in the hospital. And when they will be discharged early with the connection and the envisioning of our other development in healthcare, which is the universal healthcare, there will be a connect with the hospital and the community. There will be a stronger bond and cooperation and collaboration, because this is what we also have appreciated in this pandemic, that it's really wonderful to work together. The financial risk burden of patients that gets to be admitted in our hospital is still because of, or the reason is still because of trauma, accidents. That is the third key result area that we want to deliver in this hospital. The ER, the OR, the wards, the ICU will be such equipped with the provision that there will already be a trauma team, similar to a trauma team, and attention and quality and excellence that we can only see in the television. I am not just saying this just because, but we were actually discussing this yesterday. I was sitting with my team, looking into how we're going to achieve this. The other area is in the area of emergency service. By God's grace and with God's help, gone are the days when Gallares will always be mentioned in the media that the poor patient will die in the ER waiting to be attended to. We now have one of the most efficient emergency room. We have a communication system. We link with the LGUs. We will strengthen this some more because we want to go into telehealth and telemedicine, because nowadays, I don't know, after the implementation of the vaccine, and I don't know after the COVID era or COVID dates or days, if we still want to go back into our usual way, because we are now already embedded in the meetings of virtual meetings. And so we will harness technology, because technology will propel us some more into the future. It will make things efficient. It will deliver the services faster. It will make the patient smile instead of frown and feel tired. There is so much imagination and love that is put in this design. What I am saying today, I pray, shall not only be words, but that I am confident that because we have dynamic leaders, caring leaders with us, supportive partners, together we can do this. I am but me. But by God's grace, I was named by my parents Mutya. And Mutya that lies in the depths of the sea, inside the shell. Mutya should continue to shine forth for the people, for Him to abide in what He wants us to do. Mutya should continue to encourage and push the people gently, caringly, and lovingly, and remind them that they can do more, we can do more, because there's a lot that needs to be attended to and cared for. You're aware of what's happening right now. What I only say is, so be it. I abide, I obey, I worship. But I will add to that, I trust and I continue to have faith. And as I go towards the end of my speech, which is supposed to be only an inspirational talk, but I am inspired by your presence, I will go into the other connections in the mind. What is happening in the world need not close, but our world will continue to grow and evolve as long as we will use our God-given talent that starts in the mind, connects with the heart, and molded and enveloped in His love, power, and guidance. You know who is the richest person in the world now? This is Mr. Elon Musk. And in fact, a few days ago, the second richest person, Mr. Jeff Bezos, we're talking here about trillions of dollars, announced that he will step down as the CEO of Amazon, and he will push his second in command. I love to read about these people's lives, not because I want to be rich like them, but because I want to be inspired, I want to be challenged, and I want to be reminded that because we are children of the Lord, there is nothing that we cannot do if we continue to abide with Him, connect with Him, because it's already in that book that can transform. He said, I am the vine, you are the branches. Abide in me. And except you abide in me, you will not bear much fruit, but if you do, we will bear much fruit. Gallares will continue to abide. Gallares will continue to collaborate. Gallares will continue to grow because we have our mission. And with that, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, again, I thank you for being here. I thank you for your love, and I thank you for your support and continued prayer. Let's have a wonderful, momentous, and grateful, groundbreaking ceremony. Thank you and good morning.